Hello students, welcome to all. Today we are going to start the new lesson of class 10, that is Introduction to Trigonometry. Students, in the earlier classes you have studied about some angles, some triangles and also right angle triangle. So in this introduction of trigonometry we are using only the right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? In any triangle, the one angle is 90 degree, that triangle is called as right angle triangle. Okay. So, in this class we are going to study about the first one is introduction of trigonometry. Next one is we will study about the ratios of right angle triangle with respect to some acute angles called as trigonometric ratios. In third one, we are going to study about trigonometric ratios of special angles. So what is meant by special angles? Where is the specific angles in between 0 to 90 degree? That is what 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So we are studying about the some ratios of these special angles are called as are the very important in this chapter. And also we are going to study the next topic is trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. You are studying about what is complementary angles in previous class. Complementary angles is nothing but the sum of any two angles of a triangle is equal to 90 degrees is called as complementary angles. Finally, we are going to study about the trigonometric identities. Students, first we are going to study about the introduction of trigonometry. The word trigonometry can be divided into three parts. The word tri means three, gon means sides, and the metry means measure. The three sides measurement is called as trigonometry. And also we say one, in other words, the measurement of three angles is also called as trigonometry. Finally, we will state what is meant by trigonometry. Trigonometry is the study of relationships between the sides and angles of a triangle. Trigonometry is the study of relationships between the sides and angles of a triangle. Means measurement of three sides and also the measurement of three angles is called as trigonometry. So finally we conclude like this: trigonometry is the study of relationships between the three sides and the three angles of a triangle is called as trigonometry. First of all, we are going to discuss what are the practical applications of trigonometry. Students, you can imagine that the student of a school are going to visit a Qutub Minar in New Delhi. Here the student standing and look at the top of the Qutub Minar. Now what happened? A right angle can be imagined to be formed here. A right angle triangle can be imagined to be formed. So a student can find out the height of this Qutub Minar without measuring it? Yes, it can be measured by the applications of trigonometry. Trigonometry is one of the ancient subjects studied by scholars all over the world, and also the trigonometry was invented because its need arose in astronomy. All the astronomers are used the trigonometry to find the distance between Earth and Moon, Earth and stars, and Earth and other planets. So the knowledge of trigonometry is also used in the construction of map also. So in this way, the very basic term in all over the world of trigonometry. Now we finally conclude that the height and distances can be found by using some techniques. Under the branch of mathematics is called as trigonometry. Students, now we are going to study the second concept, that is what trigonometry trigonometric ratios. So what is meant by trigonometric ratio? Ratio can be studied, the concept of ratio can be studied in your earlier classes. Okay, so the ratios can be, now we can define the ratio of the sides of this right angle triangle. The ratio of the sides of this right angle triangle. So we call it as trigonometric ratios. Before going to study about the trigonometric ratios, first we can study about the sides of the right angle triangle. Look at this triangle ABC. You can see the right angle triangle in your life. Okay, so in many cases, in many situations, we can imagine we form a right angle triangle. So what is meant by right angle triangle? In any triangle, the one angle will be 90 degrees called as right angle triangle. So here the right angle triangle ABC, angle B is what? 90 degree. In a 90 degree, the other two angles are complementary angles. What is meant by complementary angles? The sum of angles, the sum of these two angles equal to 90 degrees called as complementary angles. Because the angle sum property says the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That's why 90 plus sum of these two angles is 90. That is what? 180 degree. So now we can define what we call this AB side, BC and AC. Students, you can see this one. The opposite of 90 degree angle, the side opposite of 90 degree angle is called as hypotenuse. In Kannada we say ವಿಕರ್ಣ. 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕೋನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಭಿಮುಖವಾಗಿರುವ ಬಾಹುವನ್ನು ವಿಕರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. The side opposite of 90 degree is called as hypotenuse. You can see this one. The side opposite of 90 degree is called as hypotenuse side. Similarly, here I will consider the angle A. The side opposite of angle A is called as opposite side. The side opposite of angle A is called as opposite side. Here the BC is opposite side, AC is hypotenuse side. And one more side is there, that is what AB. What we call AB? So the side AB is a part of angle A. So the angle A is formed by using the side AB also and also AC. The angle A is the union of the side AB and AC. So AB is the part of the angle A. That's why the side AB is called as adjacent side. In Kannada we say hypotenuse is nothing but vikarna. Opposite means abhimukha. Adjacent side means parshvabhagu. So in this way we can name the sides of the right angle triangle. Okay. Students, we have studied the concept of ratios in earlier classes. Now we can define the ratios involving the sides of right angle triangle. Ratios involving the sides of right angle triangle means the first angle is sin A. Sin of angle A. In abbreviated form we read as sin A. Sin A is equal to what? You can observe this one. This is what? Angle A. The side opposite of angle A is opposite side. That sine of angle A equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. You can look at this one. Opposite. It is in shortly we write opposite side means OPP and hypotenuse means IHYP. So what is the opposite side? You can see this one. The opposite side is BC. So write BC divided by hypotenuse is AC. Okay. So what is the meaning of sine? The sine is nothing but it is a word. It is a Latin word. It can be, this word comes from the word Latin word sinus. Sinus first mathematician used this word. So this sinus means curve. Later these words are coming, cosine, tangent. So much later than these other words are coming. First the Aryabhata used this word sinus, that means curve. So sine of angle A equal to, in abbreviated form we write sin A. Sin A is equal to what? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. Opposite is BC, hypotenuse is AC. So the next name as cosine of angle A. So cosine of angle A means cosine of angle A means adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So adjacent divided by hypotenuse. The adjacent side is AB and hypotenuse side is AC. Okay. So cosine of angle A in abbreviated we read as cos A. So cos A is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse, that is equal to AB divided by AC. The third one is tangent of angle A. So in abbreviated it can be read as tangent. In shortly we read as tangent. So that is what? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. You can see this one. Tan A equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. That is BC divided by AC. Sorry, BC divided by AB. So AB. Next one is cosecant of angle A. Cosecant of angle A is nothing but, it can abbreviated we read as cosec here. It is reciprocal of sin A. Reciprocal means ulta. Sin A ulta means we can directly write it as AC divided by BC. What is AC? Observe this one. AC is hypotenuse and AC divided by BC. BC means opposite. Sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. Cosecant is opposite, hypotenuse divided by opposite. That's why. So that is reciprocal of sin. That's why we write it as AC divided by BC. So write this is what? AC divided by BC. Ulta. Sin A ulta cosec A. And next one is secant of angle A. Secant of angle A in abbreviated we read as sec A. Sec A is equal to reciprocal of cos. You can observe this one. Cos is nothing but adjacent divided by hypotenuse. But sec A is equal to hypotenuse divided by adjacent. That's why we write it as AC divided by A. Similarly, the last one is cotangent of angle A. Cotangent of angle A is nothing but cot A. In abbreviated we read as cot A. Cot A is nothing but reciprocal of tan A. Okay. So reciprocal of tan A is equal to what? Tan is BC by AB. Therefore it is AB by BC. Means AB by BC. Observe this one. AB is adjacent, BC is opposite. That is what? Cotangent of angle A. That is what? Cot A. So finally once again we read as sine of angle A equal to BC by AC. That means opposite by hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. That is AB by AC. Tan A is equal to opposite by adjacent. That is BC by AB. And cosec A is equal to reciprocal of sin A. That means AC by BC. Sec A is reciprocal of cos A. That is AC by AB. And cot A is reciprocal of tan. That is cot AB by BC. Also you can observe that tan A is equal to sin A by cos A and cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. Students, you can see this one. What is sin A? Sin A by opposite by hypotenuse. Cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. You can divide these two. You can observe this one. Opposite by, you can see this one, sin A by cos A. When we can divide these two, the hypotenuse remains cancelled. Then we get what? Opposite divided by adjacent. Okay. So now that is what? Tan A is nothing but sin A by cos A. So what is opposite divided by adjacent? Opposite divided by adjacent is nothing but tan A. So tan A can be written as sin A by cos A. So sin A is opposite by hypotenuse, cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. The denominator cancel, then we get what? Opposite by adjacent. Similarly, so now we can read as tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Similarly, next one is cot A. Cot A is cos A by sin A. We can observe this one. Cos A is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse, and sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. So you can see this one, these denominator cancel, we get adjacent by opposite. That's what adjacent by opposite is nothing but what? Cot A. So that is what? Cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. So students, now the trigonometric ratios of acute angle in a right angle triangle express the relationship between angle and its length of its sides. So the trigonometric ratios of an acute angle in a right angle triangle express the relationship between angle and its length of its sides. Students, let us start the exercise problems of 11.1. The first question is, in triangle ABC, right angle at B, AB is 24 cm, BC is 7 cm, determine. The first one is sin A, cos A, and second one is sin C and cos C. Students, you can read the question carefully. In triangle ABC, angle B is right angle. Okay. So, and AB is given, that is 24 cm, and BC is given, that is 7 cm. Now we want to find sin A and cos A, and sin C and cos C. Now observe this one. Here only the two sides are given. Now we want to find the side AC. How to find the side AC? Yes, we can find by using the Pythagoras theorem. In earlier chapter, in triangle chapter, you are studying the Pythagoras theorem and problems also. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can easily find the length AC. What is Pythagoras theorem? States, according to Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse equal to AC square. Hypotenuse means the side opposite of 90 degrees squared as hypotenuse. So that is what AC. Square of the hypotenuse equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So other two sides means one is BC, the another one is AB. So BC square plus AB square. We put the value of BC is 7 and AB is 24. So square them. 7 square is 49 and 24 square is 576. We add these two, we get 625. What is the square root of 625? Yes, the square root of 625 is 25. Therefore, the length of AC is what? 25 centimeter. So now we can find the three sides of triangle. Now we can easily find what is the sin A. Yes, we can write sin A equal to, sin A means what? Here the angle A. The opposite side is what? The angle opposite of A is what? Opposite side. And the angle, the side opposite of 90 degrees is called as hypotenuse. And the part of the angle A is what? AB, that is what? Adjacent side. Okay. So what is sin A? Yes, sin A equal to what? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. So now write sin A is opposite divided by hypotenuse, means you can write once again opposite by hypotenuse, that is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So write adjacent divided by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side? That is 24 centimeter divided by 25. So that is what sin A and cos A. So what is the second one? As you can observe this one. Second one is sin C cos C. So you can here the angle A is taken in this problem. So in next one we take the angle is C. Now what happens when we take angle is C? So these two are changes. So the side opposite of angle C is what? Opposite side, and the along with this angle is called as adjacent. The side along with this angle C is called as what? Adjacent. But there is no change in the hypotenuse side. So now write. Now we can find what is sin C. Yes, you can write sin C is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. So sin C is opposite divided by hypotenuse, that is 24 divided by 25, and cos C. Cos C is equal to, now write what is cos C? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So write adjacent divided by hypotenuse, that is 7 divided by 20. Okay. So in this way we can find the ratios of the angles in a right angle triangle. Now let us go into the second problem of exercise 11.1. Find, the figure is given, find tan T minus cot R. Here the right angle triangle is given, that is what PQR, angle Q is what? 90 degree. So here the side PQ is given, that is 12 centimeter, and the PR is given 13 centimeter. Here I want to find the side QR. I want to find the side, the length of QR. How to find the QR? Yes, we can find by using Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse means PR square equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, that is PQ square plus QR square. What is PQ? No, here I want to find the length QR, so I take the QR square. QR square is equal to PR square minus PQ square. So the length PR is 13, so write 13 square, and the PQ is 12, that is 12 square. Square of 13 is 169 and 12 is 144. You can subtract, we get 25. Therefore, the length QR is equal to what? Root 25, that is what? 5 centimeter. So, the length QR is what? 5 centimeter. Okay, here all the three sides are given. So now I want to find the tan theta. What is tan theta? Yes, in the previously you are studied about tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, what is opposite here? Yes, opposite is nothing but 5 centimeter. So write tan P is equal to, here the angle P, tan of angle P is the opposite divided by adjacent. So this is opposite and this one is adjacent. Opposite is 5, adjacent is 12. So write tan P is 5 divided by 12. So what is cot R? So here the angle remains changes. So now here we take the angle R. So when the angle R comes, so suddenly the side opposite of angle R is what? Opposite, and the other side is what? Adjacent. Along the side of angle R is QR, that is what? Adjacent side. Now what we can find? We can find the cot R. Cot is nothing but what? Reciprocal of tan. Tan is what is adjacent divided by opposite. So adjacent divided by opposite, that is what 5 by 12. Now we can see 5 by 12 minus 5 by 10, that is what 0. So the answer is what 0. Students, now we are going to the fifth problem. Exercise 11.1. Given sec theta equal to 13 by 12. Calculate all other trigonometric ratios. Here the sec theta is given. So we can find all trigonometric ratios. Means in the remaining 5 trigonometric ratios can be found out. How we can find? First take what is sec theta. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Reciprocal of cos theta is sec theta. Sec theta is ulta. Hypotenuse divided by adjacent. Okay. So what is hypotenuse is that is given in figure only. It is given hypotenuse is 13 centimeter and adjacent is what 12 centimeter. Now we want to find the side AB. How to find the side AB? Yes. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can find the side AB. So according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So now I want to find AB. So AB square is AC square minus BC square. AC square is 13 square minus 12 square, that is 169 minus 144, that is root 25. The value of root 25 is what? 5. So AB is equal to what? 40 centimeter. So now we can find all other trigonometric ratios. Yes. Now we take theta. Students, here the word theta is coming. So in the previous we are say about angle A, angle C, like that. In the similarly here we take it as the angle C is angle theta. Okay. So theta is also a symbol. It can be used to named as an angle. Okay. So don't mistake. So here you take angle C and also you can take angle theta. So specifically we take it as angle theta. So sine of angle theta is sine theta. So it is a symbol. So sine theta equal to what? Yes. Sine theta is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. So what is opposite? Yes, 5 centimeter divided by 13 centimeter. That is what? 5 by 13. What is cos theta? S. That is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So cos theta is equal to what? 12 centimeter divided by 13 centimeter. And what is tan theta? Yes, tan theta is equal to what? Opposite by adjacent. Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Opposite is 5 centimeter and adjacent is what? 12 centimeter. Okay. Now cosec theta. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of what? Sin theta. So sin theta is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Cosec theta is what? Hypotenuse divided by opposite. It is reciprocal of sin theta, that is what? 13 by 5. And cot theta is what? Reciprocal of tan theta, that is what? 12 by 5. Students, in this way we can solve some questions in your exercise problems. Students, you take these 3 problems as a homework. Here the third problem is, if sin A equal to 3 by 4, calculate cos A and tan A. And fourth one is, it is given 15 cot A equal to 8, find sin A and sec A. So 15 cot A can be written as cot A is equal to 8 by 15. Cot A is equal to what? 8 by 15. So you take cot A equal to 8 by 15 and then you can find sin A and sec A. Okay students, you can solve some questions on 11.1 and also you can read the concept of trigonometry and the introduction and all the trigonometric ratios in this class. I hope we can